Alright, so basic probability. Probability means chance of something happening. So, for example, first part are 6 red, 1 yellow, and 3 blue. So that's total of 10. Yeah, 6 plus 1 plus 3. So number 2, what's the probability that red is chosen? So you basically count how many ways you could get red and divided by how many total ways there are. So in this case, it's straightforward. There are 10 in total. Out of 10, how many are red? That would be 6. So that's the chance. That's a 6 out of 10 chance of getting the red one. Yellow would be 1 out of 10. Blue would be 3 out of 10. So that's just, just counting. But you do need to reduce. So if you divide it by 2, you're going to get 3 out of 5. So all probabilities can be left as a fraction answer or as a decimal number. So in this case will be 0.6. But since you start with a fraction, you could leave it in fraction. Okay. Now one more thing. If it says or, what's the chance that you're gonna get either red or the yellow one when you pick one in random? In that case, you need to count both of them, so you add. So basically, you add how many are red and how many are yellow, and then you count that as the top. So when you see the or, you add. When you see the and, there will be less if you see the word and. Okay, well, that's for some other problem, but anyway, so answer is 7 out of 10. So next part, this is a spinner in a circle, and you have equally spaced numbers from 1 through 8. So 1 through 8 has equal chance of getting outcome. Okay, so for example, number 7, what's the chance that you're gonna get something greater than or equal to 3? So that includes 3 because of the bar. So you end up with, without a bar, you have to start with 4, but with the equal sign, you could start with 3. So 3 and 4 is bigger, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the possible ways to get something bigger than or equal to 3. So how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways, 5 different numbers. So answer is 5 out of, what's the total spaces? There are 8 spaces total. So probably is not 3 out of 8. It's chance of getting 3 or more, not chance of getting 3. Okay, so that's 5 out of 8. Now if you look at number 8, it just got a inequality symbol, less than. So you cannot include the 4. X is bigger than 4 and less than 8. So that includes numbers that are bigger than 4, like 5 is bigger than 4, and then 6 and 7. But not 8, because you cannot be equal to it. It's going to be less than 8. So you end up being 3 out of 8. So the bar really matters in these kind of problems. It's called discrete probabilities. Okay, and then you are tossing one die. So if you have 2 of them, it's called a dice. If you only have one of them, it's called a die. So die has, again, 1 through 6, 1 dot through 6 dots, just like the spinner, but not 1 through 8, but 1 through 6. Okay, so in this one, where is it? So number 14, well, 13 and 14. So 13 says, what's the chance you're going to get an even number and greater than 3? So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even numbers are 2, 4, 6. But it says, and out of those even numbers, and at the same time, what's the chance that you got to get even number and something that's bigger than 3? Well, that's only these two guys. 2 is even number, but it's not greater than 3. So you have to satisfy both conditions. It has to be, even number. What's the chance that you're going to get an even number and at the same time greater than 3? That's number 4 and number 6. That's it. So 4 dots and 6 dots. Okay? So I know in English class, and means a lot. Like I want banana and apple. That's two fruits for you. But in math class, and means less. Okay, you want something that's um pretty and you know red. That only leaves you with apple. I think could be strawberry too, but well, banana's out. Okay, so so something and something else. That means there's two conditions to meet. Like you want your future, you know, boyfriend to be handsome and rich. Well, there's only few guys out there, not that many guys out there, right? Either you want either the rich guy or the handsome guy. Well, then there's plenty out there. Okay, so 2, 4, 6 is even numbers. Greater than 3 would be 4 and 6. So the answer is 2 out of 6. Again, reduce it 1/3. Now number 14. This is different. You want either the chance of getting, what's the chance of getting either the even number or a number that's bigger than 3? So what's the chance that you get an even number? 2, 4, 6. You succeeded if you got 6. Yeah, I got an even number. And you succeeded if you got a 2. But also, you could also get either the even number or the number that's bigger than 3. Well, 5 is bigger than 3. Well, actually, 4, 5, 6 is bigger than 3, but 4 and 6 is already there. So how many ways you could get either the even number or bigger than 3? Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. So it's 4 out of 6. So if you notice, with the AND case, you only get 1/3, but with the OR case, you get 2/3. So OR, you end up with more. Okay, so either you want the even or you want the bigger than 3. You take either one. It doesn't matter which one you take, you will take either or. Okay, so in that case, you have a lot more chance of getting it. Okay. All right, so number 20. Oh yeah, this part is talking about the cards. In a deck of cards, there are 52 cards. You probably don't know it. There are 4 different suits, is called, or shapes. There's a space, which is what you see in the picture there, and then there's a diamond and hearts. And it's not showing the clubs. Clubs is one that looks like this, right? So there's 4 different shapes, and then 13 different numbers and stuff. So ace through 10, there's 10 of them, and then jack, queen, king, there's 3 more, so that's 13. Yeah, you don't play with those anymore when you have cell phone to play with, but just there are 52 cards. Okay, so let's do the same thing with the number 18 and 19. So and versus or. So how many cards are spades and ace at the same time? Well, there are 4 aces, and there's only 1 ace in spades. It's the picture that's the very top picture gives you spades and eights. Okay, so there are 4 aces, which is spades, clubs, hearts, and diamonds. There's only 1 ace of spades, ace and spades. So it's 1 out of 52. Why 52? Because there are 52 cards total. Now, spades or ace. This is a little, yeah, it's gonna be a lot more. Out of those 4 cards, only one of them. Out of those 4 aces, only one of them is spades. Wait, spades was the first one, huh? Darn. Okay, let me change the shape. This is a spades, and this is the clubs. Okay, well, anyways. So there's 4 cards that are aces, and then there is 12 more clubs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's a jack, queen, and king. Yeah. Okay. So when I say or, what's the chance that you either get spades? If you get a spades, you win, yay. If you get ace, you win, yay. So what's the chance that you're gonna get either ace or the spades? Well, you gotta count all of these cards. You don't count the cards that are over here, like, two of diamonds, you lose. So you don't count them, but either if you get aces or if you get the spades, then you win the game. So what's the chance of that? It's not as simple as 13 plus 4. I know there's 4 cards here. I know there's 13 cards going down this way. But there's one in the middle that overlaps that, that shouldn't be counted twice. There's only one card. Okay, so what you count is there's 13 going this way. So you have all these cards that are 13. And then you have 3 more left. Why 3 more? Because there's a ace of clubs, ace of hearts, and ace of diamonds. So there's 3 more. So you don't count 13 plus 4, you go 13, and then you take one out, you count one more, that's 16. So it's 16 out of 52. Gotta reduce it. Turns out to be 4 out of, well, if you divide it by 4, 4 out of 13 is the answer. Again, you could change the decimal numbers, but why bother? Just leave it. Okay. So with the AND case, you only look at the overlapping, which is intersection. With the OR case, you look at the union set. You count all the ones in the both circles. Okay, and then just a few more. Okay, so you have 6 letters in banana. Yeah, there's 6 letters. What's the chance that you're gonna get either N or the B? Number 22. Well, how many N's are there? There are 2 N. And how many B are there? There's 1 B. So with the OR case, you just add them together. So that's 3 out of 6, which is 1/2 chance. Pretty simple. I think you could figure it out. Number 24 is pretty simple too. The last part, tossing a coin and tossing a die. So coin, you could either get heads or tails. That's it, right? For tossing a die, you get 1 dot, 2 dot, or 6 dots. So it's the chances or the possible outcomes are each heads and 1, heads and 2. Toss a coin, toss a die. So there's 6 different ones here, and then tails. So these are all the outcomes that you could get when you toss a coin and toss a die. There are 12 total. 2 times 6. So total, it doesn't tell you, but total has to be out of 12. The bottom number has to be 12. So let's do the and or again. So 29 and 30. What's the chance? Probability, the P stands for probability. What's the probability? What's the chance that you're going to get either heads and even number? Well, how many heads or even are there? You got to have heads and at the same time even. So that'll be these 3. That's it. So it's 3 out of 12, and then you can reduce that. And you're going to get 1 out of 4. Now, what's the chance that either you get when you toss coin and a die? What's the chance that you get heads or you get an even number? Well, all of these are getting heads. And then you have even number, which is 2, 4, 6. So in this case, you get more because we're counting both. The outcomes where you get the H and outcomes where you get the even number, you just count all of them. So it turns out to be 9. Again, it's more. So OR case, you're gonna get more. which one do you want? Well, I want either that or this. So that's, you could get either one of those. So chance increases. Okay. So that's it.